So in this video we are going to focus on classification of survey, means how survey has been classified and or divided into. So in this specific video we are going to focus on primary classification, or let's say primary division of survey. Okay, so here you can see in the diagram that these two arrows are trying to confine some area on the surface of the earth, on this globe. Again, in diagram number 2, let's say this is diagram number 1, this is diagram number 2. Here these two arrows are also trying to confine some area. But if I ask you a simple question that how much is the amount of curvature involved in these two diagrams, then neither you or me can answer the exact amount of curvature being involved in these two diagrams, but comparatively we can say that the amount of curvature here is more than that of case 2. Okay, now the reason behind this is, more area you are going to consider on the surface of the earth, more will be the amount of this term curvature. Lesser the area you consider on the earth, less will be the amount of curvature. Okay, now let's try to zoom in. See again what we have done. As compared to diagram number 1, diagram number 2, the amount of area covered in this diagram is less. Therefore what we can say, diagram 1 had more curvature, diagram 2 had comparatively less curvature than diagram number 3. Therefore lesser the area you are going to consider on the surface of the earth while carrying out any survey work, less will be the amount of curvature involved. Okay, less area, less curvature. And our primary divisions are specifically made on this terminology, or this term, not terminology, which is curvature. Now in order to elaborate this specific thing more, what we have done, we are now on the surface of the earth, where you can see a tree in the foreground, mountains in the background, and we can say that the size of this area confined by this red diagram, or let's say red border, is in the amount of area equivalent to a football field. Okay, now if I ask again what is the amount of curvature here, then you will say the amount of curvature here is 0, because the simple logic will be whatever be the curvature here will be very less, too less that we can ignore it. Okay, we can neglect it. That's why here when the area under consideration is so less, then we say that the curvature here has diminished to such amount, such extent that we can ignore it. Okay, and this is the exact answer of our question, how primary divisions of surveying are formed. The answer is based on simple consideration, whether we are going for curvature of earth or not, whether we are considering curvature of earth or not. If the answer is yes, it forms one division. If the answer is no, it forms the second division. Okay, now the revelation of the terms. See, when we are not going to consider the curvature of earth, the survey will be plane survey, and when we are going to consider the curvature of earth, the survey is going to be geodetic survey. Remember the term, no curvature, plane survey. Curvature is being considered, geodetic survey. And important thing associated with this specific division is that when area under consideration is less than 250 square kilometer, the survey is going to be a plane survey. When area under consideration while carrying out survey work is more than 250 square kilometer, the survey will be geodetic survey. We will be considering the curvature of earth while carrying out a geodetic survey. Okay, and since we are ignoring this specific factor, the specific actual physical factor which is present on the surface of the earth, we are going to ignore this. That's why the precision of survey work will be less here in this case of plane surveying. And since the precision, the accuracy is less, the tools required in order to carry out a plane survey are simple, such as chain, tape, or let's say compass, or let's say plane table. And since we are considering this small but important factor while carrying out survey in geodetic survey, since we are considering the curvature of the earth, that's why the survey work is precise even if the curvature is so small. But since we are considering it, the detail has been added. That's why it makes geodetic survey a precise, accurate survey. Okay, and since we are talking about accuracy and precision, we do need precise instrument for that. Okay, and again adding to the differentiation in between plane survey and geodetic survey. Since we said plane survey ignore the curvature, that's why the line joining two stations while carrying out the survey work will be plane. The triangles being considered in survey work of plane surveying will be plane triangles, and angles in plane surveying will be plane. Now since we said plane angle and straight line, now let's try to differentiate this specific point with respect to geodetic survey. When we will be forming two stations and we will be joining two stations by a survey line, the line will be having some curvature, because in geodetic survey we are going to consider the curvature of the earth. When we say the triangles are there, the triangles will be formed while carrying out survey work in geodetic surveying. The triangles are going to be spherical triangle. Okay, why we said spherical? Because we are considering this term in geodetic survey, that is curvature. Since triangles are associated with curvature, that's why what we are saying that the triangles are spherical triangle, and the angles in geodetic surveying are spherical angles. Okay, just like triangles are spherical, angles will also be spherical. Now for carrying out the calculation work in surveying, in plane surveying, the trigonometry involved will be plane trigonometry. And obviously when we say we are in geodetic survey, the trigonometry will be spherical trigonometry. Okay, so these were the points of differentiation in between plane survey and the geodetic survey, and this is the primary division of survey, which is plane survey, geodetic survey. Do not consider curvature. Where do we do that? In plane survey. While we are talking about geodetic survey, the point is we are considering the curvature of earth. Okay, now in next lecture we are going to see how secondary division of survey is there. So that was all regarding the primary division, or let's say primary classification of survey. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.